Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and it's round of 16 in the Carabao Cup, the first silverware that the English teams can win this season, and a lot of Premier League teams are still in there. There are three championship team as well in this round. So let's go ahead and make our predictions. At the first game, it is Southampton versus Stoke City. Now both these teams are really struggling. Southampton are 28th in the Premier League. Stoke City are 19th in the Championship. So it is. I think it is going to be a very evenly contested game. Both these teams lost over the weekend as well, so it's not like they are coming in this game in a good form. But then it is a cup game. Both these teams know this could be the only game where this could be the only competition where they have a chance of winning a trophy, so they are really gonna go hard at it. But I think it will be a very close game, and I think this game could go on to penalties, and that is what I'm predicting. I think it is going to end up a 2-2 at a full time, and then we are gonna have penalties, and I think Stoke City are gonna edge it in penalties. A 3-2, that is my prediction. Stoke City to win a 3-2 on penalties. The next game is Brentford versus Sheffield Wednesday. It's another Premier League Championship tie. Brentford, they are in mid-table in the Premier League. Sheffield Wednesday, they are struggling in the Championship. I think it will be another closely contested game. This is like again one of the three Premier League Championship ties remaining in the competition. But I think Brentford are doing a lot better, and their score is a lot better as compared to Sheffield Wednesday, and they are playing a lot better as compared to Sheffield Wednesday as well. And they are at home. I think that gives them an added advantage in this game, and I think they are going to go ahead and win this game quite easily. Sheffield Wednesday, unfortunately for them, I think their cup run is gonna come to an end tonight. Tonight, and I think it is going to end up being a very easy win for Brentford. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Brentford. The next game is a big game. It is Brighton versus Liverpool. Now both these teams are doing really good in the league. Brighton are 6th, if I'm not wrong. Liverpool, they are top of the table. But the thing is how they are going to react after the weekend's fixture. Like Brighton won their game, but Liverpool, they played at a 2-2 draw against Arsenal. It was a very demanding game for Liverpool, and it is going to be interesting to see what team Onslaught puts out for this game. It is still round of 16, but they are playing a Premier League side and not a normal Premier League side. Brighton are doing really well, and they are very tough, especially at the MX Stadium. I think it will be a very tough game, and I think this could be a game where Liverpool may falter. I think Brighton have a good chance. I think they would fancy themselves to go on, to try to win this competition, and I think it will be a very tough game. I think we might see an upset, but it is going to be very close. I think Brighton are gonna win. I think Liverpool, because they have played they played such a demanding game at the Emirates, there are gonna be players who are gonna be it was quite draining. I don't think they are gonna be 100%. I think there will be fatigue in some of the players. But and that the fact is they have to go away to a stadium, to a team who are really good with pressing and the way that they play. I think Liverpool might struggle, and I think they might end up losing this game. I'm going for a very close game, but I think Brighton are gonna edge it, and they are gonna eliminate Liverpool. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Brighton. And the next game is Preston versus Arsenal. It is the last of our Championship versus our Premier League fixtures. Preston, they are mid-table in the Championship. They are not really doing that good. Playing against Arsenal, who, like Liverpool, they played a very demanding game over the weekend. 2-2 draw. The thing is, the games like these are not only physically draining, but they are mentally draining as well. Whatever happened to Arsenal during the process of the game, injuries and fouls not being given, goals not being given. So I think it takes a lot out of these players, and Arsenal are already very very light with their score. There are a lot of injuries going on as well. We had a couple of injuries over the weekend as well. But they are going away to Preston. It's a Championship side. They are not really doing, and your Arsenal, even though you are going away, you are expected to win this game. And the fact is, Arsenal really need to win something this season, and I think Arteta knows that. I think he's gonna give 100% for that, and I think they are gonna win it. I to be honest, I just don't see Arsenal losing this game. I think they are gonna win it, and they are gonna win it convincingly as well. I am going for a 3-1 win for Arsenal. The next game is Manchester United versus Leicester City. Now, this is going to be very interesting. Manchester United, they have sacked Erik ten Hag. It is going to be Ruud van Nistelrooy's first game in charge. It is a cup game, and let's be very honest, this is the best chance for Manchester United to win a trophy. apart from FA Cup. I think this is their best opportunity. They are already in the round of 16. They have got a favorable tie against Leicester City. But Leicester City, they over the last 3 or 4 weeks, they have sort of made a comeback. They have won games. They are starting to get points. They're starting to get away from that relegation zone in the league as well. And I think this is the type of a game where they know that United are, there for the taking. And players like Jamie Vardy, we know how he is. I think he knows he can literally smell blood, and I think it could be a very bad day at the office for Manchester United. It could turn out to be either one of two things, that Manchester United with Ruud van Nistelrooy in charge, he knows he's interim manager. He doesn't really care about that much, and he's going to let his tactics through and tell the players go out there and have fun. And Manchester United have an amazing game, and they end up winning 3-0, 2-0, 4-0 like that. Or it could be a disaster where Manchester United lose another game, and I think it is going to be the latter, because Leicester City, they are a Premier League side. They have enough experience knowing what is happening at United. And even though I don't like Steve Cooper, I don't think he's a good manager, but I think he has enough experience to know to hurt Manchester United in this game. I think we might see another upset, and I think it could be Manchester United dropping out of this competition as well. I think it will be a very close game, very tough game, but I'm going for a 1-0 surprise win for Leicester. The next game is one of the better ties of round of 16. It is Newcastle versus Chelsea. Now, both these teams played over the weekend. It was at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea won that game. It was quite an entertaining game of football, really good game of football. But it is Cole Palmer who decided everything. He scored the goal. He assisted the first one, and Chelsea looked really good. Newcastle looked really good as well. They did not really take their chances, but I just think that Chelsea were a step ahead of them, and they were quite better as compared to Newcastle in that game. So Newcastle would have revenge on their mind, and again, they are one of those teams who know that winning League Cup is their best option of winning any trophy this season. So they are gonna really go at it, and I think Chelsea themselves know that if they really want to win any trophy, League Cup could be the best chance for them to win a cup domestically. I think they are the favorite to win the UEFA Conference League, but if we are talking domestically, I think a League Cup is going to be one of their priorities. And Maresca, he needs a credibility, and I think this is another game where he needs to win. I think it will be a very, very tight game. I think it is another game where we might end up going to penalties, but I just think Chelsea might edge it again. I think it will be a 1-1 game at the end of full time, and I think we are going to go to penalties, and I think Chelsea are going to win it 5-4 in the penalties. The next game is Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Aston Villa have been amazing this season. Again, Unai Emery, he doesn't get enough credit that he deserves, because everybody, when they were making a prediction, they said that Aston Villa are gonna suffer a drop. They are gonna be in the Champions League, so they are not gonna be in the top 4. Everybody thought it would be 6, 7 like that. I did not. I put Aston Villa at 4. I said that Unai Emery is a great manager, and it's going to continue taking Villa forward, and that's what he's doing. They're amazing in the Champions League. They're amazing in the Premier League as well. They are still fighting for that top 4 for those Champions League places. And I think they are doing a lot better than the rest of the lot in the who are fighting for Champions League. They are playing against a Crystal Palace side who had not won a single Premier League game this season until the weekend, so they are going to be on another high. But I just don't see them coming to Villa Park and try to win this game. I think Unai Emery is smart enough. He realizes that he needs to win this competition, and even though they are in the Champions League and they are doing all the good things, I think he knows he needs to win a couple of domestic cups to secure his status even further at Villa, and I think they are going to win it quite easily as well. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Aston Villa. And then it's the big one, the biggest fixture in a round of 16. It is Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. This is one of the best fixtures even in the Premier League. Like, both these teams love to play each other and hate to play each other at the same time. You're not really sure what results you are gonna get. Tottenham always step up their game against City, and City also it is sort of become a weird rivalry between them where it should not be, but it is always a high scoring game. It is an entertaining game. Spurs lost over the weekend to Crystal Palace. That was such a bad performance from Spurs. Like, they offered nothing anything in that game. It was really a bad. City over on the other hand, they won their game. They won 1-0. It became very hard for them to for them to break down Southampton and the end, and I think that is something concerning for Guardiola. But on the whole, this game, I think this game promises goals, and it could go either way. If I'm being very honest with you, the question is whether Guardiola will rest majority of his player. I don't think Postecoglou is gonna rest his players. He knows that he needs to win a trophy as well. So I think majority of the teams who are still in this competition, apart from let's say City, I think all of the other teams really want to win this cup. So I think that's why Tottenham gonna go full strength. They are at home as well, but the way that they play that highline, I think this could be the end for their dreams of winning the League Cup. I think it will be a very close game, but I think Manchester City are gonna edge it. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Manchester City. And that is it. These are my predictions for the round of 16 in the Carabao Cup. We'll see how many of them are correct and how many of them are wrong in the review video. Let me know what you guys think. What are your predictions? I will let what you guys think of my predictions. Let me know in the comment section below. Make your predictions as well. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October ends. It's a big task, I know, but we hope we are able to achieve it. Until next time, bye bye.